Welcome to ThingWorx tutorial series. In this video, we are going to show how to install ThingWorx PostgreSQL in Windows operating system. The minimum requirements for the setup are Tomcat version 8.0.23 and Java version 1.8 with update 45 or above, PostgreSQL which is version 9.4. Yes, you are right. We don't recommend using version 9.5 at this moment. And for this demo, I'm going to use ThingWorx 7.1 PostgreSQL distribution bundle. And we also recommend not to use Tomcat version 8.0.31 or above, as we face potential issues using 8.0.31 and 8.0.33. So let us start the installation. So for this demo, I'm going to use Windows Server Edition with an existing Java version. As you can see, I have got all the required softwares for the setup. I have got my ThingWorx PostgreSQL distribution bundle and Apache Tomcat 8.0.26 and JDK, which is Java version 1.8 with update 77. And PostgreSQL 9.4. As you can see, I have already installed my Java version, which is 1.8 with update 77. Now let us start with Tomcat setup. To install Tomcat, we have got this .exe file, and we just need to double click that file. Let's double click that and just follow the next steps. I'm gonna click agree, next. So here we need to create a user for Tomcat. So I'm going to use a default user, which is admin, and I'm going to assign admin GUI to this user. So click next, and this is going to take the default Java version, and click next. So we are done with the installation part, and at this moment I'm not going to start the service. I'm just going to click the finish button, and before deploying the ThingWorx platform file, we have few configurations to deal with the Tomcat server. So let me update the connector protocol and Java options for Tomcat. So usually, to update the connector protocol, we should look for server.xml file. Usually we find the server.xml file in Tomcat installation directory. So it should be in program files, Apache software foundation, and this conf directory. So we have got the server.xml file. As you can see, the server.xml file, and just right click on that file and click with edit with Notepad++ or some editor that you are familiar with. So in this server.xml file, we are looking for connector protocol. So you can see the connector port. I'm using the default port, which is 8080, and the protocol. As mentioned in the installation guide, we need to replace the HTTP 1.1 with the protocol org.apache.coyote, this thing. So let us update that in our server. So you can find this protocol and right in here, just copy paste it. and just click save. So we have updated the connector protocol, and now we need to configure Java options for the Tomcat server. So to update the Java options, go to Start and click on Configure Tomcat. So in this Configure Tomcat window, we see a Java tab. Click on it and we see this Java options dialog box. So as specified in the installation guide, we need to update this Java options. I'm going to copy paste it and paste it in this dialog box. We should also wipe off this memory pool settings and just click apply, and let us see the status of the service. Just let us start the service. Click start, and click on OK. So let us check the status of the server and the browser. So we have installed Tomcat in localhost 8080. Hit enter. So this is the home page of Tomcat, and once if you click on manage your app, it's going to ask for credentials, user credentials. These are the user credentials that we have created during the installation process. So I have created a user with admin and the password is admin. So hit login and you see this manager page, which is Tomcat manager page. So for now we are good with the Tomcat installation. Before moving towards deploying the ThingWorx WAR file, we need to create a database first. As we are using PostgreSQL as our database, we need to install the PostgreSQL. Let us do that. To install PostgreSQL in Windows, we have got the .exe file. So we have got the .exe file, which is PostgreSQL 9.4.exe. We just need to double click that file. Let us double click that to install that. Now we just need to follow the next steps. So it's going to take the default directory location and the default data directory location. Hit next. And the password. Let us give the default password. So the password is password. This is for the super user, Postgres user. So hit next. And we are going to install this PostgreSQL in port number 5432. And hit next. Hit next. And in Windows, PostgreSQL by default comes with a pgadmin tool. Again, pgadmin tool is a graphical user interface for accessing database. Looks like it's almost done. So the installation is completed. I'm going to uncheck this button and click finish. As a next step, we need to define the system path variable for PostgreSQL. To define the path variable, we should find the location of PostgreSQL's bin directory. By default, the PostgreSQL's bin directory should be in C drive, program files, PostgreSQL 9.4, and here you see the bin directory. So we need to copy this location and we need to define this in the system's environment variable. To update the environment variables, right click on my computer and click on properties. It shows you this system dialog box and click on advanced system settings and environment variables. You see this path variable in system variables, so we need to edit that variable and add the PostgreSQL's bin directory. So go to the end of the line and just paste that bin directory location and place a semicolon and click on OK. Hit OK. And now we need to create a database and database schema for the ThingWorx platform to store all its data. Well, we're not going to worry about all sorts of SQL commands for creating a database and database schema, everything. Actually, ThingWorx made it easy for you. If we look into the distribution bundle, we have got this install directory. So here we got all the script files. Batch files is for Windows and .sh file, which is shell script for Linux and Unix operating system. So we are going to use two batch files. One is dbsetup.batch and schemasetup.batch. So before executing these two files, let us see the contents of the files. I'm going to right click on it, edit with an editor. Here we got all the server, port, database and everything. Like we have the server where it is localhost. That is where I'm going to install PostgreSQL, and the port number where I have installed the PostgreSQL, which is 5432. The database, which is ThingWorx. I haven't created this database yet, and we need to create this database. The script is going to do it for you. And we have got the table space location, which is ThingWorx PostgreSQL storage, which is in, again, it is in root directory. We need to create this directory. Let us copy paste this thing and let us go back to let us create a directory with the name ThingWorx PostgreSQL storage, and just make sure we have the uppercase T, uppercase P as in PostgreSQL, and uppercase as in storage. I'm going to click this, and we have also got this admin user, which is a super user, which it comes with by default, and we have this ThingWorx username, which is twadmin, which we are supposed to create this user. So let us go and create a user in PostgreSQL, and to do that we need to open pgadmin tool. So click on it, and we see this login role in the left panel. So expand it. Right now we have only one user, which is a super user, and to create a login role with twadmin as user login, so we need to create new login role, as login role should be twadmin, and navigate through these tabs for further details. I'm going to create this user with password as password, and connection limit as -1, with privileges as can create database, and leave this blank. Okay, so now we have got this twadmin user that is created in the PostgreSQL database. So now I'm going to close this and save this file. Also make sure we have this table space location as C drive, ThingWorx PostgreSQL storage, or whatever location that you have created this PostgreSQL storage directory. I'm going to hit save and close this file. Okay, now I'm going back to the scripts. So the first script that we need to run this PostgreSQL db setup.batch file. So I'm going to just right click on it and run as administrator. So it has run successfully, and now the second thing is I'm going to run this schema setup.batch file. I'm going to right click on it and run as administrator. It asks for the password of twadmin. Just remember, it is not Postgres user, it's twadmin that we have created right now. I'm going to hit password and hit enter. It's going to ask for 3 times. I'm going to, now it is successful, and hit any key to continue. So now we have created a database and schema. So let us see if they are created. So just click on this, and you can see the new database, which is ThingWorx, and you can see a new table space called ThingWorx. And so far we have installed Tomcat version 8.0.26, and I have installed Java, which is 1.8 with update 77, and I have installed PostgreSQL, which is version 9.4. So now we have also created a database and database schema. Now we should create a connection between ThingWorx platform and PostgreSQL database. And one simple thing to create a connection is, as specified in the doc installation guide, we need to create a folder called ThingWorx platform, and we need to paste the platform settings.json file into this platform. This platform settings.json file is provided by ThingWorx Postgres distribution bundle. So let us do that part. So I'm going to close this one. I'm going to the root location, and I'm going to create a new directory called ThingWorx platform P. So hit enter. I'm going to open. So I'm going to copy this platform settings.json file into that directory. So I'm going to paste it here. So I'm going to see the contents of this file. Just make sure you have this right URL and right username and right password. So this URL is like the location where you have installed the PostgreSQL. If you are installing PostgreSQL in localhost, it should be localhost. Or if you are installing PostgreSQL in some remote server, update this localhost with corresponding IP address and also the password and username. I'm going to save this file, and now we are good to deploy ThingWorx platform. So let me open this Tomcat Manager page and choose this file. So I'm going to select this file, ThingWorx.war file that comes with ThingWorx platform PostgreSQL. Okay, all right. So I'm going to click deploy. So it's going to take a while for deploying the file. So you can see the ThingWorx application being created. So now I'm going to click on this. So it's going to ask for the ThingWorx username and password. By default it is administrator and password is admin. I'm going to hit it. Alright, you can see that the ThingWorx platform has been successfully deployed, and there you go.